is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
And welcome to It Takes Two. It's Wednesday, and if you're feeling peckish for some Strictly exclusives, then I'm happy to report you have come to the right place. We have a feast of treats for your delectation tonight, so without further ado, let's head to the green room and see who's on the menu tonight. They cooked up a storm on the dance floor at the weekend. It's the spicy Aston and Janette. Yeah! The sweet as Mollie and AJ. Yeah! And the downright scrumptious Ruth and Anton. Plus, for the first time this series, we'll be getting our teeth stuck into our couples training. He's back. Oh, look at those two together. Ian Waite. But first, we've all heard the saying, good things come in small packages. Well, this couple certainly proved that. They closed the show race to the top of the leaderboard in spectacular fashion on Saturday. It's Aston and Janette.
It had to be you.
Cool, controlled, confident, stylish. I love all the little bits of flair you gave to it.
You could be a classic in the making, you know. You have to keep it up.
You have a great sense of musicality. I think you are going to be the one to watch in this whole competition.
Oh, bam! Aston and Janette. A classic in the making. Well done. Not bad, you know, for week one. Just dropped in, did a little routine. How does it feel looking back at that, Aston?
I got a bit sweaty, actually. That's a bit. It was. It's just amazing to watch back and think it didn't look like that on the first day.
No. Definitely not. Yeah. On the first day. I know. But you had a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we had 10 days this time.
Yeah. But look at you.
And
absolutely.
10 days this time, but in the 10 days we did, I think he did an incredible job. He worked so hard. I mean, look at it, 31 on week one.
No, 31 on week one. The thing that I love as well is that as well as doing all of those moves, we've got the eyebrow raise, you've got the wink going on. I mean, that's
winkography.
Confidence. Everyone's like, yeah, get him. How confident were you going out to the dance? Because you looked like you were owning it, but I was just wondering how nervous you were.
I think it was more, I was just so excited. And I think Janette actually kept asking me, going, are you okay? You sure you're okay? Because I wasn't like shaking. I was a bit like, oh, I can't wait to get out of there. Because everyone, obviously, we had to wait till the end as well.
Yeah.
So watching
everyone. Wait.
Yeah. And it
3 days.
Yeah. 3 days. But just the excitement was just building. Like, I thought I would go one way or the other, and it was more excitement. So, yeah,
I know, well, that definitely worked. I know, we were all very happy. And your mum, Mama Marigold, in the audience there, tearing up. Thing is, though, mums can be the harshest critics. So, you know, when you get off the floor later on, you catch up in the bar, what did she make of it all?
I still got the texts to prove it, actually, as well. But she, I say this, like, Strictly is her show.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is her show. And the fact now that I've kind of crossed over into her realm, she's a bit like, oh, okay, well, this, and this. And you didn't do this. And, well, Janette did this. And it was, you did this okay. And I was a bit like, okay.
See, I like it.
So
Mama Marigold will be doing Choreography Corner next week on the show. I have to say, Janette, congratulations. You got married to That was a good wedding. She danced with your dad sang.
My dad sang. My family flew over. His family flew. It was beautiful. It was
really
perfect.
was beautiful. Yeah. Great dance floor, by the way. You looked absolutely stunning. A vision in Canary. How did Aston do compared to week one with some of your other chaps along the way?
Ooh, I think I've been quite lucky with my week ones. I've loved every single week one that I've done with Julian and Peter and Jake and Melvin. Every time we've gone out there, we've always had a really good time. And I think this wasn't any kind of exception to the rule. It was nice to be top of the leaderboard.
Very nice. Well, stats, I do have to say that you have topped all of them, Aston.
Yes,
you beat Peter Andre, only for 30 for a cha-cha-cha. Got to keep it up there, that's the thing.
That's the catch.
Now, that's the catch.
Okay, right.
The press have been giving you a bit of a hard time about the fact that you danced in JLS and stuff like that. Well, one of your fans, Sophie, got in touch and she said, people saying Aston has an unfair advantage. Can't say I ever remember JLS doing the foxtrot to beat again. Thank you very much. What are your thoughts on all of that, Aston?
Do you know what? That's exactly it. It's a bit like, course I've had dance experience. Like I was in a boy band and we used to throw a few moves around and whatever, and tricks and backflips as people know and whatever. But it's a bit like, I've never had like training or any college training or ever been to a dance class. So it's very different, and this woman puts up with a lot.
Yes.
Puts up with a lot. So I'm slowly getting there, trying to just shift the bad habits, I think.
Okay, I know. We'll learn more about those bad habits along the way. This week, moving on, you have a salsa. You're dancing with the Latin sensation, Janette Manrara. I mean, this is her dance.
I know.
Janette, how is it going?
Awesome.
Yeah?
We are having such a good time in the rehearsals. We laugh, we work hard, we like come up with like cool, I don't know. The only bit though is it is week 2 and we are doing lifts. It is very early in the competition for lifts.
We might have seen one of your lifts.
Did you?
We did have a little peek and this happened. So, look, here we go. And into it and up she goes. Woohoo! And down he goes. Aston, you need to do more squats, love. Obviously, your dodgy knees are giving in. It's probably your age.
We tried it literally 3 or 4 times back to back. None of them worked.
I can't even look at you right now.
The thing is, though, Aston, she is tiny, but I just tried to lift her up. There's a lot of muscle going on.
She's a little muscle, right?
I know. I couldn't lift her.
The thing with lifts, right, it's so much about the timing and really kind of coming together and doing it together. And we're working on that a lot right now.
Yeah. How confident are you feeling at this stage in the week?
Have we changed that lift, yeah?
No.
No.
Bad luck, love. Bad luck. Listen, I think it'll be incredible. We can't wait to see you salsa. Aston and Janette.
Thank you.
So we've seen how these two have been getting on in training. Would you like to see how any of the others are doing in training, people?
Yes.
Go on then, as you've been so polite. Let's have a look at Simon and Karen and Alexandra and Gorka and David and Nadia in action.
The waltz is not an easy dance. It's one of the most difficult dances that we have. Boom.
Relating the physical to the mental is tough.
Do not straighten your leg, because if not, I'm gonna bite you. There's a lot of control that you need throughout your feet and your knees, and at the same time looking very composed.
It's going to be working myself into a frazzle to get there by Saturday.
Ready?
No.
For paso doble, it has to be fierce, with a lot of energy and power.
2, 3. You've got to find an inner kind of strength to be able to portray that and a real character as well. It's fun and it's exciting and it's fast and it's energetic.
That's what I really want to do. Alexandra is going to smash it and going to be amazing.
I'm looking forward to performing and giving my absolute all to this paso doble.
This week we will be dancing the quick step. The clues are in the title. It's quick and you've got to be kind of steppy.
Run, yes. It's a pretty difficult dance, so it's a lot of jumping and running, but he's doing well.
One of the reasons I did this, I want to find out what I enjoy, having never danced any style. So it could be the quick step.
Looking good. It's time now to welcome our next couple. Their debut on the dance floor saw them jive, kicking and flicking like their lives depended on it. Good golly. It's Miss Mollie and AJ.
Well, I think it's an extremely good-looking team with a lot of potential.
The jive is a hard dance to deliver, and you did it with style, so well done.
It's a little bit flat-footed for me and a little bit awkward, but you have fantastic rhythm, and that's a really great style.
Please welcome Mollie and AJ. Oh, my goodness me. It's not every day that you get to do a dance like that with a young man like this to a song with your name in it, Mollie.
I know. What a dream.
I know,
what
a dream. First week out, I know for a fact how terrifying it is. How did you find the whole experience?
Terrifying. Literally terrifying. I absolutely loved every minute of it, though. And I think I loved it too much that I was actually like, whoa! And the hands were going a bit everywhere. The arms were going everywhere. Even the legs were going everywhere. I was enjoying it too much. I think poor AJ looked over at me and was like, rein it in, love.
Come on.
So,
it's week one. Just go crazy. Why not? It's jive.
It is jive. Jive is such a tough dance to do week one. It's exhausting and there's so much everywhere. You did brilliantly. You did so brilliantly. AJ, Shirley said potential. Some of the judges said some other sort of mixed reviews. How did it go for you, AJ?
For me, it was fantastic. Week one, jive, go out there. She was on her own a lot of the time. She had to remember her steps. I put her under pressure, and for me, fantastic. You did it. You went out there. It was great.
Yes, good. Good work. Also, we all loved it, and I have to say that you got some support from your dear bandmate Frankie Bridge.
I did.
She's been there, so she knows all too well how it is, and she said absolutely loved it. She tweeted, "As I knew I would. We're used to taking the lead, by the way. Just saying." Yeah, interested there, AJ, in this relationship. Who's wearing the trousers?
Well, we've got a tango coming up, so she does take control in this tango quite a lot.
Yes, I try to.
She's addicted to love, so she wants it. She doesn't want it. Throws me away, pulls me back. She takes control.
That's quite a lot of acting.
I know. I feel like I'm in EastEnders or something. It's like a full-on acting scene, like whooshing my skirt around. I want him. I don't want him. I want him. It's very dramatic.
I love that. You're enjoying it a little bit too much, AJ.
That's true. That's true.
More of the want me, please. Have you sort of developed any kind of character to sort of pretend to be, or anything? Does that help?
I think I need to get into this fierce character. Tallulah, the Tango Queen, I think.
Tallulah. Her name is Tallulah.
Her name is Tallulah, indeed. Yeah, I need to get into this character to be a bit fierce because I'm struggling with the kind of serious face.
Look at this face.
Okay, let's try.
It's
natural face. Okay, now try to... We're not laughing. Chris was very impressed.
We got 1 second.
It's so bad. He's like, Mollie, keep a straight face, but my teeth keep coming out. I'm like,
I know. The thing is, when you're out on the floor and you hear this music, come on. Now, you want him.
Yeah.
You don't want him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's still smiling. Yeah.
She's still smiling.
She's going to get... Can you tell us any more about the sort of technique and what's going out there on the floor, or what...
Technique, heel leads, strong, aggressive. We've got to keep her legs down. She wants to straighten her legs like, no, this is not happening. We're staying low.
Okay.
Consistently moving.
Yeah. There you are, look. There you are. Look,
oh,
look.
gosh.
Mollie,
look at me trying to be serious.
I think you're doing a good job of it there. AJ's looking really serious there. Oh, I like that.
I'm trying to whoosh that skirt around for the added drama, you know, like...
That is... I know what, like Debbie last week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
She wants a prop. She's got a skirt. She can grab it, throw it, bring it in, bring it out.
And keep low. It's so confusing. Straighten the leg, bend the leg.
That was quite good with the face then.
I
don't know if you were in character or just trying to remember.
Maybe she was just obsessed with you, AJ. The thing is, there is really only one man in your life, Mollie.
There is.
Here he is, your beautiful pooch, Alfie.
Look at his
Does he like AJ? Because dogs can be funny like that.
Well, so AJ came over to watch the coupling show at my flat, and I think Alfie got a bit jealous. He was like, who's this man in the flat? But,
he's just been called a man. No, you are a young man. I'm really kidding.
He's a young man. He's a young man.
But have they bonded? Have you bonded?
I think they bonded.
It's so cute. Look at it.
Isn't he so cute?
Tiny.
He's so
unreal.
Small.
I think the dog needs to be incorporated somehow. Maybe not in the tango, but perhaps in the salsa.
There you've got the moves, shaking his legs.
Mollie, you're going to be brilliant. Remember that serious face. You'll be so good. Mollie and AJ, good luck this weekend. Right, time now to check back into our couples training sessions. Here's a look at Chizzy and Pasha and Debbie and Giovanni.
1, 2, 3, 4. Foxtrot is a very smooth dance.
The steps are quite difficult. 2, 3, 4. Ah. Woo! I thought it was going to be quite slow.
Flick. Ah, ta, ta, ta.
But as you can see, I have actually worked up a sweat.
We still want to keep Chizzy very frizzy. But also, we have to make Chizzy look very graceful. 1, 2.
Venus waltz is really tricky because you have a lot of fast steps around. Dun, dun, dun. Fine and set and down.
I was a bit dizzy at times. The most difficult part for me is bending my knees and keeping my feet on the floor.
Stay down and turn. Venus waltz is a really beautiful dance.
You get swept away with it. It's like waltzing into a dream.